If you have started your no-fap journey, and if you were true to yourself and didn't fap until today, then now you will start to feel the flatline. Now, what is flatline? Sex and masturbation are perceived as two different events in your brain. One is mating, spreading your seed, encouraged as good behavior to continue your bloodline. The other is a low-value action from desperation, watching another contender mate while you touch yourself. Quitting pornography is hard. Your brain becomes adapted to the consistent dopamine you give it unearned. When you take the dopamine away, it will feel like nothing is pleasurable anymore. This feeling of emptiness is called the Nofap Flatline. You have given your brain so much dopamine that your brain requires a high amount of dopamine. You have abused your brain by giving such a high amount of dopamine. Now your brain is addicted to such a high amount. It is like a withdrawal symptom. When you take away something, your brain wants it more. Your brain is used to so much dopamine from porn that your brain doesn't release dopamine when you do small good things. It doesn't reward you for achieving something. The Nofap Flatline is a period, or periods of complete or partial loss of pleasure or satisfaction from rewarding experiences while quitting masturbation and pornography. The Nofap Flatline occurs when your brain no longer receives the pleasure chemical dopamine you once supplied on demand, therefore creating a drought of pleasure chemicals released in your brain. Wins you get throughout the day release dopamine in your brain to incentivize you to repeat the rewarding behavior. A few examples include finding money on the ground, making a clutch three-point basket from outside the line, getting a promotion, a pretty girl smiling at you while sitting in the window of a coffee shop. You feel pleasure for winning. When you stop giving your brain the dopamine from porn, your brain motivates you to do things so that it gets the required dopamine. The first thing your brain will do is trick you into watching porn and relapsing by giving you urges. But when you don't give in to your urges, your brain will motivate you to do good things, like preparing for the test or working out. This is the reason why people become successful when they start nofap. Your brain wants these activities to continue and your brain rewards you for doing so. It is the same for food high in sugar and fat, hence why so many people in the modern world are obese today. However, you won't feel these small rewards if you receive a masturbatory bath of dopamine nightly. So, you will no longer feel pleasure for crucial life moments. You need to feel pleasure for small achievements to eventually reach great achievements. If you're addicted to porn and masturbation, you're numb to small wins and your big wins barely register. Now that you know what is flatline and how do you get it on nofap, let's see what it feels like during a flatline. Most of you have already felt the flatline, but to those who are new to nofap, make notes of the symptoms of flatline so that you can know that you are having a flatline. A flatline feels like a withdrawal from happiness, an intense bout of depression, a sensation of becoming a hollow person like a tree whose core has rotten. The flatline feels like it can only be cured with porn and masturbation. Most men trying to quit fail here. Experiencing a flatline is experiencing withdrawals from the dopamine masturbation creates. No different than withdrawals from drugs, except you won't die from porn and masturbation. Well, your spirit and your dreams will die, but not your body. When you feel empty except for the urge to masturbate, you're experiencing the Nofap Flatline. You're experiencing withdrawal symptoms. This means you're winning and you must go on. Whatever you do, no matter how bad you feel to fap, don't fap. That's what happens when you are in a flatline. Just trust the process, and you will get out of flatline. Further, you will know how to cope up with flatline. The hardest part of quitting pornography and masturbation is the Nofap Flatline, a period of complete desensitization to pleasure that feels like it can only be solved with pornography. A flatline may be there for 15 to 30 days or more than that. For some, the flatline period was about 2 months. So don't worry about how many days you have to spend in the flatline. It will eventually go away when your brain starts to rewire again. When you feel the sensation of a flatline pulling you into the cracks, you need to change your environment and fill your time with something else, with something meaningful. Changing your environment is one of the best ways to beat a Nofap flatline and prevent a relapse. When you feel empty like you're about to relapse, change your environment. Go on a walk, go to the gym, go on a long drive paired with some great audiobooks. You can't masturbate in public or while driving. The change of scenery helps significantly. Try to get out of the house or at least out of the area where you usually fap, like your bedroom or bathroom. Getting away from the place you indulge in makes you feel less attached to the ritual. Changing your room into something new and better helps as well. Make the shameful part of your life an unrecognizable lesson. Fill your time with something meaningful. Porn and masturbation take up a lot of time, as does wasting mental energy thinking about sex instead of thinking about your mission and legacy. Figure out who you are and who you want to become. If you aren't sure who you are yet, don't worry, no one knows. There are 2 ways in which you can successfully use your time. One is working out and the second is working for your mission. When you get an urge, do push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups at home, squats, or run. You need to get excess energy out in a way that doesn't waste your vital fluid. Most of the time, a Nofap Flatline makes you feel like you have no energy at all. You need to change your environment and move somewhere in public. Go to a coffee shop and reward yourself. Go shopping. Get away from the place where you usually masturbate. Expelling physical energy is one way to curb your urges. Another way is to work for yourself or for your mission. As you learn skills, you'll become a more confident, capable person, which will net you more money, happiness, and even women. Guys addicted to pornography and masturbation don't get girls like guys with skills to do. Whatever you do, just believe in yourself like others. You will also get out of the flat line.